Hi guys, this is for anyone who used to do the spinal movement sequence with me. I'm just going to run you through it in case you're missing it. I'm very sorry that I haven't been doing Zoom classes or anything online regularly, but I hope this keeps you going, and please reach out and stay in touch. Okay, so just remembering that this is for some of my students who used to come regularly to my classes and do sort of spinal movements with me and are familiar with this sequence. If you haven't done this sequence before, then just follow carefully and be gentle with yourself. And don't move into any positions that you don't feel 100% comfortable with, because your body is ultimately your best guide. Okay, so the way that we start is round about just shorter than a leg length stance, toes facing outwards, and bend into your knees. What I want you to try and do is tuck your tailbone under. At the same time, breathe into your belly. Okay, so relax your abdomen, keep your tailbone tucked in, draw your navel towards your spine. And then you can also place your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and just take a moment to yourself. Just gather yourself, gather your attention, bring your awareness to your entire being. Breathe in through your nose and feel your belly pushing your bottom palm away. Just feel that gentle rise and fall. And then opening your eyes, just rolling your shoulders back and then forwards. It doesn't have to be a big, great movement, just a gentle movement within your own range. And then just moving the elbows, so the backs of the hands come in towards the chest, and then the palms open up towards the ceiling. Go interlocking the fingers and just pushing out, keep your fingers interlocked, bend your knees, tailbone tucked under, reaching up. If your neck's jamming, just have your arms a bit further forward in front of your face, otherwise lifting up your shoulder blades to create a bit more length there, and then leaning over to the side if you can. Breathe into your belly, into your abdomen, looking down if you need to, reaching up and changing sides. Breathing in and out through your nose. The belly expand and contract its own pace. Then coming down, we're going to bring first two fingers and thumbs together, but just keeping your knees gently bent, tailbone tucked under, belly can breathe, and rolling the shoulders in. One arm comes under the other, opening out. Palms are facing up. Just stretch into your arms, feel. Don't hold them too stiff. Just make sure you can still move and flow. And coming in again, one arm under the other, open out, bend your elbows, and then lift out. Right up towards the ceiling, tailbone tucked under, and bringing your arms down. One more time. First two fingers and thumbs are together, one arm under the other, open out, bend into your elbows and up, and releasing forwards. And then bringing your elbows out, fingertips almost touching but not. I'm just going to do a gentle twist. So twisting to the side, keep your feet where they are, bend into your knees, tuck your chin in, and then just release your arms out from the shoulders. Looking down. Back arm under the front arm, And then elbows wide again, and to the opposite side. Tuck your chin in, and releasing the arms out from the shoulders. Back arm comes under the front arm. Arms wide out. Bringing your feet together. And then we're just going to do the movement here. So first 2 fingers and thumbs together. Bend your knees, tailbone tucked under. Roll your shoulders in. One arm under the other, opening out. Bend your elbows and lifting up. And releasing forwards. And then we twist to the side again. Chin in, release out the arms. Let the arms and the wrists be nice and free. Back arm under the front arm. Elbows wide again and to the second side. Try and keep your feet quite evenly placed on the mat. Chin in, release out the arms. Let the wrists and the arms be free. Back arm under the front arm. Elbows wide. Bring the palms together, lifting up. So lifting right up into the shoulder blades, straighten your knees. Looking up if you comfortably can. Breathe into your abdomen. And then look forwards, either stay or coming up onto your toe tips. Right up onto the toes. Either stay or bending into your knees. Bringing your palms to your chest. Stay there. First 2 fingers and thumbs, rolling in. One arm under the other, opening out. Bending into your elbows and up, and releasing forwards. Okay, just standing slightly apart with the feet again now, bending into your knees. And now we're just going to lengthen into the sides of the body. So lifting one arm up, one arm down. Really lift that top shoulder, really lift the top shoulder blade, and then release to the side. So lift and lean. Lift and lean. Still just remain calm. Keep your body fluid. Keep it flowing. Keep breathing in here. Make sure you can release. Make sure you can breathe. Lengthen. Both arms come up now. And then we change sides. Lifting into that top shoulder blade. And then releasing. Drop the chin. Protect the neck. Lift right through to the fingertips. Give them a little bit of a wiggle just to check that you can feel into them. Coming back and then to the first side again. This time we're going to bring all the weight onto one foot. So come to the toe tip of your left, tuck your tailbone under, lifting up and lean, bend into both knees. So now you can either stay here on the toe tip, or you can take all your weight onto your right leg. So it's your right leg, my left leg, your right leg, and then lifting your left knee up as high as you can towards your underarm. Breathe into your abdomen. And then coming down, bending into both knees, bringing both arms up. Changing sides. So lift into that top arm, lean over, looking down. Bring all the weight onto your left foot. Come to the toe tip of your right. Lifting up, lift up in the shoulder blade and leaning over. And then either stay on the toe tip there, or if you're feeling okay in the balance, coming up, drawing your knee up towards your underarm. Breathe. I know it's hard, but just breathe. It makes it so much more rewarding. And then coming down, both arms up, bending into your knees, bending into the elbows, twisting to the side. Chin in, release out the arms. Just make sure the arms and the wrists are nice and free. Back arm under the front arm, and then elbows wide, and then to the second side. Tuck your chin in and releasing out. Checking your arms are still free. Back arm under the front arm, elbows wide, palms together and bringing your feet together. Just align yourself there. Close your eyes a minute and just check that you can hold yourself symmetrically, evenly on both sides of your body. So we always want to favor one over the other. And then bring your palms down towards your heart center. I'm just going to go back into a small lunge. Whatever lunge you feel is your right width for today. Just bend into the knees, tuck your tailbone under, breathe. Breathe into your abdomen. Then I'm going to take the left leg back. It's my left leg, it's your right leg if you're doing it looking straight at me. And then bend into both knees. Okay, so grip the mat with your front foot, tuck your tailbone under, bend into both knees. And then just remember you can move that back foot in closer at any time. I strongly recommend it. So the more challenging you go back, the more you go back, the more challenging it will get. Okay, so if you really do want to challenge yourself, otherwise, if you just want to have a nice flow movement, then I would suggest just keeping an intelligent distance between your front and your back foot. First two fingers together, first two fingers and thumbs together, tailbone tucked under, and then we roll the shoulders in. Roll the shoulders in, opening out from your shoulders. Bend into the elbows and lifting up, and then releasing down. Bringing one arm up, other arm down. Lift into your top arm. So the top arm is the arm that correlates to the same side as a foot that's behind you, that's placed behind you. And then leaning over, just be careful here. Breathe into your belly. Both arms come up. Changing sides, lift into your top shoulder blade and lean. Looking down if you need to. Make sure that your belly can breathe, your face is soft. Both arms come up. And then elbows wide, and we twist. You twist into the side that your front foot, and then releasing out with the arms. Keep them nice and fluid. Back arm comes under the front arm, elbows wide, and to the side. To the other side, releasing the arms out. Back arm comes under the front arm, elbows wide. Bring your palms together, and then bring your feet together. Center your body again and looking up towards your top hands. Breathe into your belly, and then releasing down. Bend into your knees, tailbone tucked under, and then take your other foot back. So just be really mindful that your hips are in line as well here, so you can even place your hands to your hips. Check they're in line, bend both knees. You don't need to let your ego take over you with this one. If you're shaking, if you're like jelly, move that back foot in towards the front foot. It doesn't matter if it gets super close. What matters is that you can control the movement consciously and intelligently. Okay, so find that position, tailbone tucked under, first two fingers and thumbs together, and then rolling the shoulders in. One arm under the other, opening out. Bend into your elbows, lifting up, and releasing forwards. Just lean into one side, lifting up and lean, over. Both arms come up, changing sides, lift. If you're getting wobbly, if you're shaking, if you're losing balance, back foot comes in and over. There we go. Both arms come up, bending into your elbows, and then twisting to the side. So twisting to the side of the back leg. Arms come out, back arm under the front arm. Elbows wide and to the second side. Tucking your chin in and releasing out. Back arm under the front arm. Elbows wide, palms together, lifting up as you bring the back foot in. Feel the big toes together, feel the heels pressing down into the mat. Press your ankles in together and roll your thighs in towards each other. Looking up towards your hands if you're steady and strong and okay in the balance. And release. One hand to belly, one hand to heart. Breathing in. See how different it feels from when we held this position at the start of the sequence. So you might find that your heart's beating a little faster, your body's warmer, you're feeling a little more energized, hopefully. Bend into the knees and just separate the feet slightly, still bending into the knees, tailbone tucked under. And then we're just going to do a little energy ball to finish off this sequence. So you want your fingertips to be almost touching but not. So try not to hold your hands in any type of rigid shape. You just want to let your fingers and your hands be free and flowing, okay? So fingertips almost touching but not. Just have your gaze somewhere in between your hands. Or you can even close your eyes slightly. And very slowly just try to move your fingers, move your hands away from each other, just keeping that natural, just relaxed sensation with the fingers. When you get to about shoulder width, just extending into your fingers and then push the energy back towards itself. Don't connect the hands just yet. You can straighten into the legs a little bit as well if it's getting a bit too much on your knees. And just drawing the fingers away from each other again. Belly relaxed, face soft, lifting, releasing. So just straightening into the fingers as you push the energy back. We'll all be different here, depending on hand size, shoulder width. And so on. You might start to feel that the energy is quite thick. You might find it quite difficult to push the hands back to each other. You may not. That's also fine. Because energy enters our body through our fingertips, our feet, our toes. Fingertips are a really energetic part of our body. And then this time, bring your hands closer together. This time we all connect. Give your hands a bit of a rub. So just rub your fingers together. And then just do it once more, a little bit closer towards the screen, just in case you couldn't see that very well. So this is the movement that you're looking for. Drawing, see how my fingertips are almost touching but not, drawing away. It's really amazing, the energy that you can really connect with in this movement. It's wonderful after a really energetic sort of sequence like we just did, because it can really draw in that prana, that life force, that energy that ultimately exists everywhere around us, in us. It is life. And release. Palms together, feet together, and namaste. Thank you, everyone who's sharing this with me. It feels wonderful to be able to, do that sequence again. So thank you, and I hope to see a lot of you soon.